Just weeks after TikToker and radio presenter Azziad Nasenya was exposed on death allegations and after Kenyans waited eagerly for her response on those allegations, she has finally come out to clear the air on the said allegations. Of course, by now everybody knows Azziad's death story, as it is a story that made headlines for quite some time, and it's a story that kicked off in 2025. Her response came following her colleagues' hint at Sound City that she will be back, and upon her return, he will be addressing these allegations. So he finally got back to her job at Sound City Radio, and first things first, she decided to talk about the elephant in the room. And is it true that you used the money you borrowed to live a glamorous life on social media? The radio presenter started off with that question. Her response was, this question has been asked so many times, and according to her, social media is quite funny and it's like a giant movie set where everybody can be a scriptwriter. And lately, she has been watching some of the most creative storytelling unfold, except this time round, the main character is her. Well, of course, when she starts off things like this, you definitely know that what follows is denial. But I mean, did you expect her to have a different answer about her debt issue? Anyway, moving on, she says that she doesn't borrow to fund her lifestyle because she doesn't need to. She says that people forget that these allegations did not just start this year, but way back, as for a very long time, she has been working, pushing, and investing, and when you put in the work, your results will definitely show themselves. The idea that she took loans to fund her lifestyle, it's a narrative, it's a story, and nothing more. And that's according to her. But wait, if she says this is just a narrative, what about the Mary Musioka story? Well, when she became a trending topic for days, Mary Musioka emerged alleging that Azziad borrowed money so that she could check out of a hotel. And well, isn't this funding her lifestyle? I mean, for you to check in a hotel and not be able to pay up for your stay, what's the purpose of checking in a hotel if you can't afford it? Now, let's not forget the other story where she was exposed after borrowing money to upgrade her flight from economy to business class. And well, isn't this also not funding her lifestyle? Well, according to her, all these allegations laid against her are all false, and she doesn't understand why is it so hard to believe that someone, and especially a young woman, can grind and live a good and better life without using shortcuts. She further noted that her hard work should be the subject of discussion and not these false narratives that blogs are out here pushing. She also pointed out that Kenyans are not happy when someone else is winning, and this got Kenyans reacting, and reminded her of a time when she met Ariana Grande. At the time and after sharing some clips and photos on her socials, Kenyans were so happy for her huge achievement, and they flooded her socials telling her to keep winning as they are happy for the milestone she has made so far and at a very young age. Kwa kweli, the internet never forgets, and Kenyans flooding on her socials comment section, uploading her to meeting people like Ariana. Isn't that Kenyans being happy for her? Or how does she want Kenyans to be happy for her? Of course, after her response, and kama kawaida, Wakenya had to react with the majority stating that they feel gaslit by Azziad. Other comments, or rather somebody else said, we had the voice note. This is damage control. That's too little, too late. Somebody else said, keep the Kizungu dada. We had your voice note. Another person said, just live within your means and pay people's debts if any are still pending. The Yona said, see, the debt was paid. Also, we had. Why is she ruminating, or she wants to trend afresh? And at Morgan 619 said, not wishing or praying for her downfall or anything, but bro, you never know manze, anaweza kukosa hata thou naombe anyimwe life next time higher. This life, she better get that money and never run broke. Somebody else said, kizungu mingi definitely giving kasongo vibes, uongo na kiburi everywhere. And Winnie Olwot said, sickening. Then Sawyer 2013 said, the shelf life of her is already expired, so she had to borrow to keep the lifestyle going. And this is just the beginning. She should have owned up to everything instead. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think that Azziad Nasenya is just yet trying to do damage control, although she is doing it at a much or rather much late? Because I mean, this story went viral a few weeks ago, and she kept quiet for all that time. She did not respond to any allegations that had been laid against her at that particular time, until she had to come back for her job at Sound City Radio. That's when, a few days before she could get back to the Sound City radio show, that's when her colleagues hinted that she will be addressing these allegations, and she finally did. But guys, do you think, did she take two, or rather, did she take long for her to respond to the allegations that were laid against her? And according to her response, what do you think? Do you think these are just narratives that the blogs are trying to run just to get the views? Tell us.